Ever since you found me, we the only thing I see. Forever and a day, it's you and me. And they can't replicate this unity. No pressure. I can see them watching and they try to do better. But you one in a million, you ain't average. Girl, I promise I'ma have you living lavish. Take a trip, girl, we're about to vanish. 'Cause I'll go anywhere, anywhere, just as long as you with me. 'Cause girl, I know that you get me. So I'll go anywhere. So I'll go anywhere. So I'll go anywhere.
What's up, guys? It's your girl, Honey.
It's the one and only Bull.
And we're back with another one. Guys.
What up, yo?
So we are on our way to pick up our baby boy from the first day back to school since March break.
And it is freezing out.
It is so cold. It's snowing. It says it's 4 degrees, but it feels like -4. And we just kind of wanted to give you guys like a little recap, update about what's been going on.
How the March break went.
Yes, it has been wild. Eventful, to say the least. So just rewinding back to Friday, the day before March break, or like the weekend, last day before March break at school.
Yeah.
Starting to go to school. He was sick. We kicked off March break as everybody being sick.
Time out. Did we tell them that he's doing the potty stuff?
Oh yeah, okay.
So he's rewind. So he's doing the potty stuff. So
he's not doing the potty stuff. He's being
potty trained. And last week, early in the week,
I wasn't home.
You weren't home, and I picked him up and he didn't have a diaper on, and I didn't even really realize that he never had a diaper on.
Leave it to Dad.
And we're just going for a nice stroll, father and son bonding, and he was seeing a cat, and he was like, oh, and I'm like, oh, this guy's like excited that he's seen the cat, and I looked down, and I seen a little waterfall just going, and he's peeing his pants, and he's like, and I'm like, no, you peed your pants, and I'm like, don't worry, it's okay, you have to tell Dad when you want to go pee-pee, and he's like so uncomfortable, like, you know, so I had to pick him up and hold him, bring him to the house, make him take a bath and whatever, and I was like speaking to him. So this is a whole new process that he's going through, but we bought some cheap underwear from Walmart.
She told me she wants to potty train him like starting next week. The underwears that I wanted him to have, they didn't come in time, so we had to run to Walmart in the school morning and just like get him some underwears and like send them to school with him. But like I wasn't even thinking like they need to be washed, this, that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah, so he's wearing these underwear and it's irritating his skin, and we noticed like when we put the diaper on him, he'd be like grabbing his diaper in a weird way, or be like patting it like he's itchy.
Yeah.
And then he ended up getting like a rash. We were dealing with that. That was one thing that we were dealing with.
We're still dealing with that because...
But it's a lot better. Before, it literally looked like he was like super irritated, you know?
Yeah, he took that like a champ.
Yeah, he took that like a champ. Now, Thursday comes, he's starting to get sick. And then we brought him to swimming lessons, and he was coughing a storm. The cough started to happen throughout the whole night, like the whole car ride. He's just coughing and coughing and coughing and coughing. Just a dry cough, you know? And then we're like, you know what? He can't go to school.
Yeah, Friday we said he couldn't go to school, even though like he wasn't that sick. Like I feel like he could have went.
He got a little bit better at that point.
Yeah, but then Saturday, wasn't it Saturday? What day was he really sick? He was like burning up and he was really sick, no?
Yeah, it was a day. One of the days he was like, yeah.
Yeah, so anyways, that's how our March break started. He was just sick, and then he got better. And then on the Monday, I had made plans like a few weeks ago to take the kids to Legoland. So we went to Legoland. You already know how that goes. Tons of kids running everywhere. I didn't think it was going to be that busy because it's like a Monday afternoon, but clearly March break, whatever. We're here now, right?
Yeah, we're here.
So he was acting like a straight brat that day. Like he kept running away from me. He wasn't listening to me. He was like kind of like whiny. Like this was kind of like my first time out with Star, other than like going to my mom's, where like I was like, wow, he's acting like a brat, and like he's not listening to me, you know? So I was a little bit like thrown back.
Yeah, and it's a little bit funny in a way, because we've witnessed these things happen with other parents, where you'll just see their child like I remember one time we were at like Joey's and a little girl just running wild in Joey. She had to be like 3, 2.5, 3, and I'm just like, bruh, how do these people not have their kid in check right now?
No, that little girl was bad.
You remember
though.
her?
Yeah.
And the guy, the dad was getting upset. He said,
the dad
bro,
was like,
he's like, yo, we could just get the food to go. Like, I didn't, like, I knew this was gonna happen. You know what I mean? And we're gonna kind of come back to this topic again.
Yes,
but
we will.
now we're actually seeing it.
Yeah.
We've seen a little bit of sparks of it early, but now he's a big boy. He's 26 months. And he knows how to say no, and he's
taking advantage
and
of that
he's
word, no.
really getting into his mood now, like for sure.
Yeah.
So boom. So honey's out, daddy's not there to put the foot down.
So, and like when I say he's acting like he's just like running away, like he's just like kind of being bratty. He's not like throwing himself to the ground at this point yet. Okay. But anyway, so and then we go out to eat, and like mind you, like there's 2 other kids there. He has kids to like, you know, hang out with and be happy with. But we get to the restaurant and he just starts like crying, and I was like, what is wrong with this kid? Like, what is wrong with you? And anyways, whatever. Long story short, he was just acting like a brat. So, and then the next day, Star is sick. Like, this kid is sick. Like, so we go. Was I right about our?
Yeah.
No. Oh yeah. So then the next day, we have swimming lessons.
It was the private swimming lessons.
Oh, that was.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
he did good at swimming lessons, and then we went to the lakeshore in Burlington after.
We did swimming lessons, guys. We go out into the car. We put our son in the car. I put the swim bag in the car. We shut the door. The car locks. Like, locks. Not opening whatsoever.
Now that I think about it, it was a crazy week.
Dude, it was such a... I was so stressed. Like, I had such a bad week. Me and Bull probably fought.
Yeah,
like, every day.
It was a tough week for us.
Yeah.
She thought I was joking. I'm opening both the doors, Star's door and the passenger door at the same time, and I'm like, it's not open.
And like, we don't drive an old car. Like, this happens like when we were like 1990s. Like, these are new cars. Like, that should never happen.
Yeah. Usually when the key's in the car, the car door doesn't lock at all. Star's in the car with a lollipop. He thinks we're joking. Our windows are super tinted. We're peeking through like, Star, like, can you see him, Bull? Like, I can see him. Can you see him? Like, and he's there, like, yeah, like just laughing, chewing on a lollipop.
I originally called Mercedes. They were zero help. I was trying to figure out the app because there's an app that you should be able to unlock the car from, but it wasn't working. So Bull's like, delete the app and then re-download it. But it was like a whole thing. Like, anyways, too long to tell you guys.
It was a mess. So the fire truck ended up being called.
And when they're there, I'm on the phone now with CAA.
They're like, it's a nice day, but it's not extremely hot outside. So that's okay. But they're like, usually, like, this is weird. Usually, like, the trunk would stay open or one of the doors on the car would stay open. And they're like, okay, well, the only thing we could do right now for you is break a window.
Yeah.
Like, do you want us to break the window? And I'm just like, breaking a window with our kid inside, like,
no.
He's going to be traumatized. So we're like, okay, no. CAA is going to come. So they stayed around just to make sure the situation was good. The car was just tripping out though. While we all were waiting, the alarm was going off, the hazard light. I'm there scratching my head because I had the car key. I'm like, yo, did I leave the key in the in the swimming place? But I'm like, no, the car door opened, you know? But the car was acting so crazy that you just never knew, you know, what was happening. Now CA comes, long story short, they opened the door for us like, boom, super fast. Star was cool. Star loves firefighters. So they end up giving him a teddy bear. He took a picture with them. He sat on the front of the truck. I'll show you guys some pictures. We're like, yo, we're going to Mercedes and we're about to start flipping over tables and go crazy. It's like, she was upset. She was like, bro, like, rightfully so. Like, how is this happening? You know what I mean? So we go to Mercedes, and on our way to Mercedes, we realized
they don't make the cars.
They don't make the cars. They just work at Mercedes, so we can't really yell at them.
Yeah, but I was like pissed, and then like they weren't really like I thought they would take us right in and take the car, and like, but the guy was like, yeah, that's happened to me before, and I'm like, are you not understanding that my son was in the car? Like, and I still don't feel like he fully understood. Like, I put the key, my bag, in the car. Like, it's not like we walked away from the car and it, like, locked. it was like we're by the car still, the keys in the car, like, you know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense. So we feel like the car was like glitching or something like that because we've had some other issues. So that happened. We went for a nice stroll, whatever. Star was good.
Star was good that
Star
day.
was good. Wednesday hits and we're like, okay, yeah, it's a great day. Like, let's go to the park and just go for a walk and actually feed the birds now. Star was not having it. He was not walking. He was like crying, whining, all that. Do you recall anything from that day?
Yeah, I recall. Mention? Yeah, it's just, he clearly wasn't in a good mood. But usually when he wakes up from his nap, he's just like, I just want to be left alone. I just want like a snack and my teddy bear and that's it. Mm-hmm. So I thought it was more like that. But then I was like, if we're outside, usually that will cheer up his mood, you know? So
we brought his bike.
Yeah, like, she brought his bike. The park it was a beautiful day. And he was just like moving so cranky, you know what I mean? And it's just crazy because yes, he's starting to talk, but it's not like he could just be like, I have a headache right now.
Yeah.
Or, I'm not in the mood today, you know? So I'm being more of like the disciplined one, and I'm just like, come on, Star, like, you know, like, come on, like, let's go, like, you're okay. And then she's just like, yo, like, just relax, like, you know? And I'm just like, yo, come on, like, and he really wasn't in a good mood and really wasn't feeling good.
He just like ended up sitting down on a bench, and like Star was just like literally like basically like falling asleep on me. And he just woke up from a nap, so I thought he was going to be in a great mood and like everything was going to be great. But anyway, so that happened.
He literally was like just falling, like he was like exhausted. Like when you're sick and you have like the flu or like a bad headache or something, and you know when you're just laying in bed and you're up for 10 to 15 minutes, you might scroll through your phone or like watch something or go to the washroom, you go right back into the bed and you fall asleep. That's literally what's happening to him in the baby version.
Yeah.
You're holding him and he's just like just going right back to sleep. I had him on my shoulders. He was like dozing off on my shoulders.
All he wanted to do was like cuddle and just sleep.
Yeah.
And then, so yeah, that was the day he kept falling asleep, right?
That's the day he kept falling asleep.
Okay. He was hot. Like, he had, like, a fever and stuff, and he was not feeling well. So he kind of was, like, very independent that day. The next day, Thursday, this kid was feeling somewhat better, but still not 100%. Like, I could not walk a step without this kid, like, being by my feet, like, literally wanting to, like, follow me and just whining and, like, wanting to go upstairs, downstairs, upstairs, downstairs. Wouldn't let me go work out, like, in the basement. Like, would not stay still. Like, just everything was a problem. Like, whining all day. I was at my wit's end with this kid.
Yeah, she is frustrated.
What were you doing on Thursday?
I think I had a run or something to do.
Okay, yeah.
Because you're like, did you leave? She like messaged me and she's like, did you leave? Like, I thought you said you weren't going or something. Or I heard you downstairs. And I'm like, yeah, I left.
Yeah, I think me and him were arguing at this point.
She's like, I need you back here. I just need a second or something.
Basically just wanted to be like attached to my hip, but like I had things to do. Like it's still like a weekday. Like we have things to do. I'm trying to like make him food, put food in his body, and he's like,
no. Doesn't want to eat. So that day, for like 2 days straight, he was not trying to eat at all. I think I got him bread that day. Yes. That was the day I brought him bread.
Of course he would eat bread.
Yeah, I brought him bread and he had a little bit of life. But babies are tricky. Toddlers are tricky. They see how much attention they're getting when they act a certain way, and then they slowly are getting better, but they want that same attention. That's how it is probably once you have other babies and stuff too, 100%. You know? So you have to know how to juggle it and balance it. He was like, like still, like as soon as she would leave, he's eating his bread, he's chilling with me, like just cool. As soon as mom comes back upstairs from working out, he's like, oh, like, you know, and she's like, oh, you okay? And he's like literally like wrapping his arms around her leg and like wanting to get up, like acting like a straight brat, you know?
But like they're so cuddly and cute when they're sick.